the part of the exchange between my inner world to the outside action. It's like when I do the outside action, it's coming from something inside of me that I act upon. And this flow or direction of happenings that I have internal experience, and I take it to be something to be acted upon, and so I act upon it. This I feel that the process of listening inside my inner world to hear what is the thing that I want to act upon, what is the inner experience which is right, which is good for my outside action, and what is the inner movement that I don't want to take for the outside action. And I feel in this area, many times I find myself creating turbulence or not, or preventing this flow, because I feel something and I say maybe I should act upon it. But then when I try to think for my outside action, I find myself thinking on my inner, like because I see the outside action as having good and bad and right and wrong, then this very challenging for me how I maintain this thinking, seeing every time again for the outside action, it was right, it was wrong, it was good, it was bad, and not take this on my inner. For example, I have a feeling inside of me, I make a decision. Then I feel it was good or it was bad. And I say to myself, okay, this action was bad, was not accurate action. Next time I want to do better. But then when the inner flow or the inner world is going to the same place, then this is very challenging for me not to say, no, this is bad. I say this is bad for the outside action, and then I say this in a way also to my inner world, or if it's good, the same. So that's it. How can I maintain this watching myself, having not criticism but observation for my outside, not only observation but observation with an agenda for my outside action, and not have observation with agenda for my inner world. This is the question.
சங்கீதா என்ன சொல்றாங்க அவங்க?
ஐயா ஒரு நிமிஷங்க, அவங்க கிட்ட இன்னும் ஒரு வார்த்தை நான் கிளாரிஃபை பண்ணிக்கணும். So Nogali, I just want to make sure I have understood you clearly. What you are saying is your actions are based on your inner feelings and emotions, but you are not always able to watch your inner feelings and inner thoughts and emotions and regularize your actions accordingly. For example, sometimes based on an inner feeling you make an action and that action ends up wrong, so next time you're not able to watch your inner feeling and correct it and do the right action. So you're telling, how do you monitor your inner feelings and thoughts with an agenda to regulate your outside actions? Is this your question? Have I understood you well?
Very close, I feel. This like my question is, how can I have observation with agenda for my outside action, and observation without agenda for my inner at the same time?
Okay, so you want to have an observation you want to observe, you want to have an agenda on your outside actions, and you just want to observe your inner selves without any agenda. Is that what you're telling? Or judgment? So by agenda, you mean judgment. That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
exactly. That this loop that every time I find myself that I'm afraid, or I'm afraid that if I don't have any agenda for my inside, I don't manage to hold an agenda for the outside. And when I hold the agenda for the outside, I find myself holding the agenda also for the inside.
So you're saying that when you are lacking, so when you do not judge yourself inside, you fear that your actions will become without judgment, without the distinction between right or wrong. And when you feel when you're judging your actions right or wrong, you feel you are applying the same judgment to yourself inside. I hope I have understood you well.
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, fine. Aya? இவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, இவங்களுக்கு உள்ள சில தாட்ஸ், இமோஷன்ஸ் வருது. அத வச்சு இவங்க புற உலகத்துல சில ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் எடுக்குறாங்க. சில டைம் இமோஷன்ஸ் வச்சு ஒரு டிசிஷன் எடுத்து வெளியில எடுக்கிற ஆக்ஷன் வந்து தப்பா போகுது. அப்ப நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் திருத்திக்கணும்னு நினைச்சாலுமே அடுத்த தடவை அந்த தாட் அண்ட் இமோஷன் வரும்போது அவங்க அதே மாதிரிதான் தப்பு செய்யறாங்க. இப்போ இவங்களோட சந்தேகம் என்னன்னா, உள் உலகத்துல வந்து சரி தப்பு எதுவுமே இல்ல. உள் உலகத்துல நான் சரி தப்புன்னு அந்த மாதிரி வேறுபாடு நம்ம பிரிச்சு பார்த்தேன்னா, எனக்கு வந்து வெளி உலகத்துல வந்து சரி தப்புன்னு இருக்குல்ல, வெளி உலகமும் இப்படியோ ஆயுமோன்னு இப்படியோ ஆயிடுமோன்னு. அதாவது வெளியில நம்ம ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் கூட நம்ம சரி தவறுன்னு பிரிச்சு பார்க்க முடியாது, பார்க்க முடியாம போயிடுமோன்னு சொல்லி சொல்றாரு. அதே மாதிரி வெளி உலகத்துல வந்து நம்மளோட செயல்களுக்கு எல்லாமே வந்து கரெக்ட் தவறுன்னு ஒரு 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 ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட் இருக்கு. ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட்னா நீதி தர்மம் இப்படி இருக்குன்னு. ஆனா வெளி உலகத்துல செயலுக்கு இப்படி பண்ணி இதே வந்து அவருக்கு உள் உலகத்திலயும் வருது. சோ உள்ள இதே ரூல்ஸ உள்ள அப்ளை பண்றாரு. ரைட் ராங்னு சொல்லி தன்னோட இமோஷன்ஸ் வந்து ஜட்ஜ் பண்றாருங்க. அதாவது வெளியில பண்றது
உள்ள உலகத்துல எதை ஜட்ஜ் பண்றாரு? உள்ள உலகத்துல எது தப்பு ரைட்னு ஜட்ஜ் பண்றாரு?
இல்ல எது தப்பு ரைட்னு ஜட்ஜ் பண்றது இல்லைங்க. வெளியில நம்மளோட ஆக்ஷன்ஸ் ரைட் ராங்னு பிரிச்சு பார்த்து அதே பழக்கம் வந்து உள்ள வருதுங்க. உள்ளயும் இமோஷன்ஸ் ரைட் ராங்னு வந்து பிரிக்க தோணுது. உள்ள வந்து அப்படி பிரிச்சு பார்க்காம எல்லாமே கரெக்ட் தான் எடுத்துக்கிட்டா அதே இது வந்து ஆக்ஷன்ஸும் வந்துருமோன்னு சொல்லி தோணுது. சோ எப்படி இத வந்து பிரிக்கிறது? எப்படி வெளி உலகத்துல ரைட் தவறுன்ற ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட் இருக்கணும். ஆனா உள்ள எல்லாமே ரைட்ன்ற இது இருக்கணும். இது எப்படி பிரிக்கிறது? எப்படி பண்றதுன்னு சொல்லி கேக்குறாங்க.
So here, the external world alone is the real world. So psychological world, psychological emotion, psychological thought. So what are related to the external world, that alone must be real. So other thing is not real. So whatever happening in the psychological world, whether it is related to the external world, external work, we have to consider. So other thing, we need not worry about that. So sometimes we may think we may have some good emotions alone, good thought alone. We should not have any bad emotion. We should not have any negative emotions. We should not have any negative thought. So in this way, we need not arrange ourselves. So we have to arrange the external world. We should not arrange the psychological world. Arrange the physical world is correct, but arrange the psychological world is wrong. So you need not worry about that. So we have to come to a conclusion that we have no arrangement. No arrangement is necessary in the psychological world. So if you give importance to the external world alone, so the necessary thought, necessary emotion will be coming related to the work for the external world. So sometimes it may not match. Some unnecessary emotion not suitable to the external world may also come. But at the same time, you need not worry about that. Whatever may arrangement may have, it will arrange itself. We have to leave the arrangement for itself. So our concern must be only to the external world alone. We need not confuse with what is inward and what is psychological, what is external. So our concern must be only to the external world alone. So if you have any idea, if you have any doubt whether it is psychological world or external world, so if some doubtful situation is there, that whatever it is doubtful, you have to leave it as a psychological. It is the inner world. So what is open and evidently clear, that alone is the external world. So the doubtful situation is already, it is always in the psychological world. It is the inner world. So the physical world, the external world is always evident and clear. So you have to be sure about the external world. So whatever you have to do in the external world, that alone is the real thing. That alone you have to consider. But in the psychological world, general conclusion is enough. We have no work in the psychological world. This conclusion is enough. We need not let go anything. We need not clear any psychological emotion. The psychological emotion, psychological world must take care of itself. We have no idea, we have no work related to the psychological world, the inner world. Liner, you